Welcome back. Now it's episode 3 of our. How many fingers were here?
3.
How many fingers do you see?
I don't see many fingers. Oh,
We're talking about startups, kids, life, our learnings of building venture backed startups for the past 10 years, and our move from Europe to the US. In this episode, we want to talk about Techstars, which is the accelerator we recently went through. And it's the accelerator thanks to which we came to the US.
thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Dexters. Thank you, Andres.
Thank you. I think we should start by thanking Andres, the managing director, and Edgar and Pau and the whole team there for taking a shot on us. Now they know us. I don't know if they would take it again, but it's like it was such a big such a big thing. We had yeah, it was a huge boost for us to get that. Originally, when we got into Techstars, it was a remote program or hybrid that they called it, where the start and it was in person and the end was in person. And we were like, no, we will come with the whole family. I mean, I love Denmark, but it's at that moment of time, it felt like we needed to go on this adventure. He was like, yeah, but it's a remote thing. You don't need to go. It's fine. We'll go. We found an apartment right next to him. We got our kids into the same school, and like,
we got him to commit to daily exercise at 8 a.m., which meant that we would hang out every day in the morning.
We were like, because his whole thesis is about getting to product market fit faster. And we're like, you get us product market fit, we get you fit. It's like, we can swap.
He was in on the deal. I don't think he got the results he was anticipating, but...
Well, I mean, we're still fighting for ours as well, right? So I guess it's work in progress on both sides. So
work in progress. There you go.
Yeah.
I remember it was one evening in Denmark.
Right. Okay, now I know.
And we were in the midst of a fundraise. And we were getting 50th no. And we were running out of investors in the...
I feel like the hard thing was we were with 2 funds and we had taken like 4 meetings with them, and then it was dragging out, and then at some point they're just like, no, that it takes so long to get a no was really just killed the momentum, the feelings, the energy. Fast no's are easy, but these long no's where you're like, yeah, that's great, let's talk, let's go, let's have this talk with all the partners and then have some follow-ups and keep going.
I wanted to make you happy. I wanted for you to feel better.
I appreciate that you want to make me happy. I want to make you happy as well. That's kind of one of my main goals.
Very.
Yeah.
And then I came to you and I said, hey, Kasper, what if we move to Miami? And you were like, what? And I'm like, yeah, what if we move to Miami? Wouldn't it be great? You were like, yeah, as if that's gonna happen. And I'm like, well, we have an interview tomorrow with Techstars Miami, so you better change your attitude. And the only thing we knew about Miami at that moment of time was the perception from the movies, right? Like this a city for retired people and entertainment, crazy
parties. I also think that we were like, actually, when we got into here in Miami, we were also thinking, should we pivot to crypto? Like, we need to do something with crypto instead.
I will not sign up on this idea, but sure.
Come on, Yana, we can do some blockchain stuff.
A place shapes you for sure. We were talking about the paid forward mentality in Techstars.
Right.
And how much as a program, it's a very different program from Alchemist, which I think we should discuss in another episode.
Mm-hmm.
But a program where they really focus on the team and their ability to execute on ideas. Because Andres himself has a concept of how to reach product market fit.
Yep, so a playbook, so to speak.
He often says that he doesn't care about the concrete idea that people come with, because that's 100% subject to a pivot during the program.
Everyone will say that, but I think with Andres, it's actually true, because by us living and being neighbors, we've had the like luxury or to get a little bit on the inside. And I can see a lot of the things he would come and be like, okay, I'm considering this company. And I was like, I don't like this. And no, me neither. It's going to change. But I really like this and this. He really creates a very clear vision of like where it should be going. And he doesn't care about like where it is today.
Probably it's the only investor where we've really seen it in practice, where it's betting on the people.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
why it felt really special to be part of that community. And our class was stellar people.
Yeah. It was so
People
many.
that we, regardless of how their business is doing as of right now, even a year later, we keep being in touch. We really believe in the ventures of these people and their abilities to make big impact with their
Yeah.
ideas.
100. That's actually, I think, one of the best thing about an accelerator is really that feeling that you have likes, like you're not alone in the world. I recently talked with another friend of ours, actually a former advisor, Mark. He went through Techstars in Boston. He was calling me before where he was like, do you think we should go into Techstars? And he went in and we recently caught up and he was like, that's the best thing ever, but not for the reasons that I thought when I went in. Far the best thing for him was this, where he felt like now I have 11 there. For context, there are 12 companies in the Techstars cohort. That's why. But I have 11 CEO friends that I am on the phone with almost all the time, and we share things and we feel being in it together. Because again, we talked about it. You're an entrepreneur. You get no all the time. You eat no. Hardship is is kind of like your nutrition. So having that group of people where you are supporting each other, it's really, really, really special. And by tying it together in this like intense 3 months program where you're kind of like you get equalized, you're all in the same boat, you're all running through this program with one purpose, get to demo day, get off to the races and see how good you're going to make it afterwards. The fact that you get these 3 months experience together is going to tie you together for the rest of your life. Now we were in Techstars, it's a little over a year ago, but we've been in Alchemist as well, which is I think like 9 years ago now, and we still like that batch that we're in. We're still actually connected with the people from there. Like it still
Yeah,
feels like
and
we have that shared experience.
people went on a different journey. Some of them has raised their Series B by now. Some of them exit the company already and sold it really well. Some of them shut down shortly after. Some of them painfully after, like us. But like, it doesn't matter where you are on that journey. You had that connective experience, and shared starting point, and it really brings you together in a different way.
Yeah.
And for Techstars, the thing that really created that sense of community, despite us being remote and in different locations around the world, we had companies in Dubai, companies in France, companies in Miami, in Colombia, all kinds of places around the world. We had these founder forums every Thursday, which I think one of them was actually called CEO Forum. The other one was Co-founder Forum, where we were brought in groups where we'll discuss unrecorded, facilitated by um, a coach in team dynamics and
Keith.
uh, and
Shout out to
leadership.
Keith. He's awesome, man.
Keith, wow, the impact of Keith on the
Yeah.
cohort, where we're gonna get this free room to talk about the hardship of things. And always when somebody was ending their story, everybody's just gonna jump in and say, hey, I can connect you with that and that person, or maybe I can help you with this and that, or let me test it out for you. So this proactivity in helping each other solve whatever was problem. Recently I was attending the demo day by Techstars Miami, the latest cohort, and I was blown away by the expertise of the founders there, how advanced they were on their founder journey. And I told Andres, like, oh my God, like, where did you find these companies? And he was like, yeah, but you can make any company sound great in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And I realized that actually all of us sound great on paper, but on the other side of the coin, you're having real struggles.
Yeah. And everyone has struggles. Like
Every single company
it's
has struggles.
so
Every single
rare.
founder has struggles.
Yeah. It's just part of that journey.
And with the pay it forward mentality of Techstars, where they really emphasize on Well, let's have that meeting and let's see what you can do for each other.
Mm.
Sometimes you're not getting what you need, but you're helping somebody else get what they need, and then eventually the full circle is gonna come around and you're gonna get what you need.
Yeah. Constantly sitting and thinking, how can I help here? How can I help here? How can I help? How can I help here? How can I help here? This is what creates this synergy in the room between people. And it's so powerful because with Techstars, they helped us. And I think a lot of time people are thinking or worrying, it's like, but should I give up 6% of the company? It's going to be like this and this and this. Everyone thinks in this like monetary like percentage of the company. And I get that, of course. But when you're thinking about your company's journey, you need to enjoy the journey of running that startup. And most likely you're not going to get anything out of the pie in the end. But if you are, the thing that matters the most when you reach that exit point is that you had the best time along the way. And I think an accelerator is probably the best way for you to get a really, really, really great time because you get these people around you. You share the journeys. They're like routes for you. Yeah, okay, these are going well, these are not. It doesn't really matter. You're all on that journey and sharing it. And I think it's worth, like I told you when we got into Techstars, don't tell them, we would have given up more. I think that the value is so significant because it compounds into the great time you have every single day doing this because you feel you're not alone. And very few VCs do this. Let's say you got Sequoia and now you have every company that's in Sequoia's portfolio, they should technically have the same, but it's not really. Obviously you get a connection because you have that and you can get intros to each other and whatsoever, but you don't have that shared very intense experience that bring you all together, that evens you out, that makes a good time. And I think that's something really, really, really special to get along on the journey.
I think first round I did running a program called Product Market Fit. The ones that have that shared experience where you meet in person and you have these weeks, hopefully months of together shared journey, it's really what creates the sense of community. It's so important to actually meet in person.